Good morning, all. This is Jack from Chartered Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Tuesday, the 21st of October. My disclaimer: I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. This is a video for paying subscribers at Chartered Markets. It's Substack.com. It's published on YouTube after a delay of 24 hours. All right, great. Let's have a look at ES. Okay, ES, we saw a nice move up yesterday. I'm expecting to see a retest of the high, possibly today, but I would say that there's a weak 6-minute sell signal fixed. But if we do see a higher high, possibly a retest of the high, that could develop into a full sell signal brewing. NQ, we've got a 60-minute sell signal fixed as well. Hey, Doug. RTY, we got a weak 6-minute sell signal fixed as well, and YM, we lost the divergence at the high yesterday. But out of the three, we've got a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed on ES, a weak 60-minute sell signal fixed on RTY, and a full 60-minute sell signal fixed on NQ. So I'm leaning more towards some consolidation today, really. But if we go a little higher, because we need to go a lot higher on ES and NQ, we could see a move up here, which preserves the negative divergence. Looking at YM, not again that far away from the high, but a bit further away than ES and NQ. DAX has broken up from a falling megaphone here, and quite a nice one. So leaning towards seeing a high retest there too, but less certain because we're further away. And ESTX has already delivered the high retest and the double bottom made target. All right, let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Now, one thing I would say is that we're seeing quite a lot of negative divergence on the 15-minute chart. This is RSI 5 sell signal fixed, RSI 14 sell signal fixed, and I'm leaning towards those playing out. We don't have any divergence on the hourly chart, and obviously we're getting pretty close to a high retest. We're still 20 points away at the high yesterday, but nonetheless getting close. Looking at the Qs, again, RSI 14 sell signal fixed, RSI 5 sell signals already made target. No divergence on the hourly chart, but we could develop some of that today, and we came very, very close to a retest of the high yesterday. Looking at Dia, we've got little bit of negative divergence on the hourly RSI 5, but not an awful lot. Strangely, no 15-minute sell signals fixed. Just looking at the daily middle bands here, this was a gap over and closed very well over the daily middle band. I'm expecting that to confirm with another close up today. This again made the daily upper band on the Qs yesterday. On Dia, strong breakup, almost made it to the daily upper band. Let's have a look at the IWM chart. IWM on the daily chart, we had obviously a gap above and a strong move back up over the daily middle band. Hourly chart, no current divergence, no little bit of negative divergence actually on the RSI 5, and a lot of negative divergence on the 15-minute. So leaning towards more of a consolidation day today, but I think we're probably going to do the retest of the highs on ES and NQ certainly, and Dia probably, and we may well do them across the board. Looking at DAX, nice break above the daily middle band yesterday. Wondering about a high retest, but obviously this original flag that I drew in has already played out into this high retest, so we don't have a target there. Nikkei, when a new government has formed, it's gone significantly higher. I don't have any obvious trendline resistance for this at the moment, but I would say that we've now got a possible RSI 14 sell signal brewing, but normally, and this is a small point, but nonetheless, it's something I've noticed quite a lot over the years. I would expect this second high on RSI to reach the 70 level. So I'd be leaning towards that going at least a little bit higher. All right, let's have a look at DX. DX, little IHS has broken up with a target in the 99.05 area. Thinking we may well be looking for a retest of the high next. That would be my lean. Looking at the others, EURUSD, nice breakdown, and we could be resuming this head and shoulders, which never failed, which has got a target all the way down here in about the 1.35 area. USD JPY, we had a very nice looking falling megaphone form, and that has broken up towards a retest of the high. So I'm expecting to see more upside on the dollar. Let's have a look at bonds. ZB. I think we're probably in a short-term topping process here. ZN made obviously the IHS target, hasn't quite made it to the retest the high, and it may well yet need to do that. CL, I'm looking at 3 rising wedges here on CL, HO, and RBOB. RBOB and HO haven't broken up yet. CL hasn't broken up yet and is the furthest away, but we've got a little IHS which is breaking up here with a target in the 59 area. It just needs to get over and convert the weekly pivot on the way. I'm quite liking a decent rally oil here, but we haven't quite made my target to the downside on CL, so I'm thinking it would just be a rally and then probably return. NG, hell of a move over the last couple of days. This is it up, going up over 60 cents in the week so far, which is a pretty impressive move. Thinking that we've got a possible weak 60-minute sell signal brewing, and I'm thinking we might see a bit of a retrace, but this, on the bigger picture, is possible double bottom resistance up here just below 3.6, and I'm thinking that may well break up. GC, nice looking little level top here, and I'm wondering whether we're going to see some retracement. Not seeing any sign of a big move down, but this is already the largest retracement we've seen since 3,300. We may well be seeing some kind of a flag or consolidation happening here. I don't think the high is in, but we're certainly overdue a retrace. SI, there's a possible head and shoulders here which is broken down, but it really is a bit ugly. I'm wondering about a possible test of the monthly pivot at 44.87. Palladium, again, topping action, but not pretty. Platinum, I'm wondering about a bounce here because we've reached a possible head and shoulder neckline. We could see a bounce here for a right shoulder, maybe get back to the weak pivot area, and then go considerably further down. HG, still leaning towards this forming some kind of a high. It's not really been moving much in the last few days, so we'll see how that goes. KC, KC still leaning towards seeing a retest of this high. 60-minute sell signals fixed, not really delivered anything so far. SB, wondering about a retest of the low. We've got a weak 60-minute buy signal fixed, but not really delivered anything so far either. CC, leaning towards this being a bear flag forming. CT, we've got an IHS which is broken up here with a target in the 65-70 area. At the moment, this looks like a little bull flag forming. I think we may well head off and make that target. Lumber, we broke lumber. I've been leaning towards this being a bear flag forming, and the bear flag has broken down on this sell signal, which is now made target. I'm thinking we may well be heading back into the lows and may go considerably lower than that. ZW, IHS has broken up, not showing a lot of action to the upside so far, but we quite often see a bit of a bull flag form after the breakup, and that may well be what we're seeing here. So that's got a target up in the 511.75 area. On corn, consolidating here, sell signals reached the possible near miss target, leaning towards seeing a retest of this high and possibly significantly higher after that. Soy, we're almost back up to this little megaphone, well, fairly large megaphone resistance trend line. So I'm wondering if that might break up into a retest of this high. ZL still looks like a bear flag forming. Live cattle, we saw a bit of a retrace on a sell signal, made the possible near miss target. That could be it, but I am wondering about ABC, maybe a test of the monthly pivot at 235.89. And HE, we're breaking up, although not going up so far, but we're breaking up from the falling wedge. Possible very, very small double bottom here, but I'm thinking we may well be about to head up a significant distance. We shall see. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions. Yep. Okay, in that case, that's a wrap. Catch everyone tomorrow morning. We will see how it goes. All right, everyone, take care.